Hi, I'm Craig. This is a free body doubling session. Should really check what's behind me. Right. There we go. A couple of phones and a pair of headphones. Yeah, body doubling. All this is going to be about, I'm going to get on with my work, and hopefully this will help you get on with yours. It's just being in the room together, no pressure. In fact, I haven't even thought what I was going to say before I went live. So, yeah, if you want to interact, you can. If you don't, that's fine. What I'm going to be getting on with is some preparation for tomorrow. I'm working with some students tomorrow, so that's what I'm going to be doing, which obviously is out of camera shot. Camera's pointing at me. Desk's down here. That's weird. Everything's backwards. I suppose it would be. I'm pointing to the left, and on the screen I'm pointing to the right. I'm going off on a tangent, aren't I? So I'm just going to get on with some work. Feel free to hang around. Thanks. Right, just going to click back onto the screen, see if anyone's watching or anyone got any questions. No, it's all good. I'm assuming this is actually, check the microphone now. Testing 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can see the little dots at the bottom of the screen going up and down, so we appear to be have the sound on. If not, doesn't matter. Right, now one thing which you may find useful is using something called the Pomodoro method. That's Pomodoro method, Pomodoro. What this is a way of keeping track of time. So you, for example, you can set maybe a 25-minute timer. So what it is basically, let's show you, hang on. I'll just set up. Right, just doing this off screens. Right, now you can see my phone here. I've got a timer set, stopwatch. Now, this is one way you can do it. Another way you could do it would be an app, a specific app for the Pomodoro method, or on your desktop. You can install programs onto your computer that do the same. In fact, I've actually got another computer where I've got a icon on the screen. Click on it, the timer comes up, and it notifies you after the set amount of time that the session is finished. So what you would do is set 25 minutes, for example. If 25 minutes is a reasonable amount of study time for yourself, set it. Then after 25 minutes, it will notify you, either come up on the screen or alarm signal, or in my case, the timer will just finish. I just realised actually, I've got it set to stopwatch, haven't I? Not timers. Right, that's better. So now we're on timer. So I'm going to set it to 25. So look, 25 minutes. Let's see that. So what I'm going to do is start a timer. So obviously it's now going down. Now when we get down to 0, now that's when you can take a break. Now it's important that you don't lose track of time again and take a 1 hour break when you don't want to. You could say take a 5-minute break. It depends on yourself. What works for me is just keeping it simple, sticking to 25-minute blocks. So 25 minutes of work, then once that's completed, so currently we've got just over 24 minutes to go. So after that 24 minutes, I'll take another break by restarting the timer. I won't even bother changing the time, so it will be another 25-minute block. That just keeps it simple. You don't have to do that. That's just how I like to do it. And what I like to do may not be what you want to do. The important thing to understand, what I'm trying to say is the Pomodoro method is quite useful for keeping track of time. And you can set a 25-minute block, and maybe set it again, have 25 minutes off as a break, and then when that time period finishes, you don't go back to work for another 25 minutes. And after that 25 minutes, you stop for another break. I like breaks personally, so that works for me. You can play around with the timings depending on what suits you. I know some students like to work in 1 hour blocks. Some may find it a challenge to work for more than maybe 5 minutes. It's okay. What we're trying to do is find what works for you. So you can set the important thing about the Pomodoro method is setting a block of time where you focus undistracted on your work. When you stop, have a break, come back to it. So that's what the Pomodoro method is. Okay, I'm just going to nip off for a second. I'll leave the stream on and the timer going. Okay, I'll see you in a minute. I talked earlier about what I call the Pomodoro method. Another word for it, another description, which you may also come across, is the Pomodoro technique. In fact, you may see it written down more often. Now, Pomodoro is actually the Italian word for tomato. Bit of trivia for you there. Right. Any comments? Jump on the chat. I'm just going to get on with some work. Right. Okay, I said earlier about the Pomodoro technique, about setting a 25-minute timer and then taking 25 minutes off. Now, what you'll probably read a lot is take 25 minutes of study, then take 5 minutes off. If that's okay for you, great. All I was saying earlier was everyone's different. And if you work solid for 25 minutes, maybe I'm being controversial here, why not take 25 minutes off? As long as it is 25 minutes, because 5 minutes really, put the kettle on to make a cup of tea and your 5 minutes is up. So for me, and possibly for you, but may not, well, yeah, why not? If it works for you, take 25 minutes off. As I say, for me personally, it simplifies things because I don't have to think about changing timers. I just go 25 work, 25 break, and that works for me. What do you think? Have any of you tried the Pomodoro technique? If so, yeah, jump on the chat. Let me know your tips, how it's gone. Don't have to. It's entirely optional. No pressure. But if you'd like to, you can. Just going to actually now talking about tea. I'm just going to go and well, I'm more of a coffee drinker, but I'm going to go put the kettle on. See you in a minute. to get a drink and actually had a sandwich when I was down there. Sorry. It's a bit of a break. Okay, 4 minutes left. Actually, I shouldn't really be having a break. Tell you what, I'll wait till that finishes. Right, let's just reset it. Okay. Right, I'll start again in a minute. Breaking me rules here. But body doubling, that's what this live session's about. Now, body doubling is been basically working together. It helps with motivation and focus for many people. Sorry, I think my voice is going. So, a bit like if you're working in an office next to other people, it motivates you to get on with your own work, and it helps you focus. It's the same doing it online. So that's what we're doing here. If you want more information, if you have a look in the description for this live stream, it will go into a bit more detail. But yeah, we're just hanging out. Just to explain, I've got the webcam facing me here, which is on top of the laptop. To my right, I've got a larger monitor, a 27-inch monitor, which is why I keep looking over this way. And everything's mirrored, so it's like the way around, so it's like I'm looking that way. So when I'm going like that, I'm actually looking at a monitor, and the camera's over here. quite strange. I'm actually watching myself at the moment just to check it was actually working, because I'm there to turn the sound up because obviously I don't want it getting feedback. But yeah, it's streaming, so let's come off that. It's a bit odd watching myself, but I just wanted to check whether it was actually streaming correctly. Doesn't seem too bad. Right, so back to the Pomodoro technique. 25 minutes. Right, go. What I could do really could do with is some way of sticking this onto the wardrobe behind me so you can see it. Don't really fancy holding this up for 25 minutes. I'll let you know how it's going. probably shouldn't be drinking black coffee at 12:41 UK time in the afternoon. Yeah, I've had probably a few too many cups today as it is. I think it's my fourth cup, but I do like black coffee. Not so keen on tea, which is odd because the stereotype is that everyone in the UK drinks tea. I've been very keen on it. Anyhow, let's look at the time. So, Pomodoro technique, I'm slightly slipping here. I'll set the 25-minute timer. We've got just over 18 minutes to go. I need to start focusing. If you do lose focus, don't worry about it. Just get back to it as soon as you can. As you've seen, I've just lost focus slightly, but it's okay. And as I said earlier, the normal advice I see when people talk about the Pomodoro technique is 25 minutes of study, then a 5-minute break. But you need to do what works for you. As I said earlier, for me, I simplify it. I just set the time for 25 minutes, study for 25 minutes, then restart the timer and have 25 minutes off. Once that 25-minute break is finished, I set it again and go back to work and study. It's whatever works for you. Some people may need shorter study periods. Some people may need longer. Some people might need more time off. Personally, I think the advice of 25 minutes work and 5 minutes off, yes, I can see why that makes sense if you're in an office, for instance, and that was what's expected, but I think it's a bit short personally. But as I said, it's not particularly what I think. It's a technique. It's what works for you. So you need to experiment a bit with what works for you. Obviously, don't do 5 minutes. Well, if you're getting totally overwhelmed and don't know where to start with a job, sometimes doing a short bit of work, even if it's a sentence or two, and then taking a break will help you. Obviously, I don't know who's watching this, if anyone's watching this at the moment. And if I was working with you one-to-one, we would look at, really shouldn't have had an extra coffee. It's now giving me a migraine. Look at your individual need, where your energy is. Are you more energetic in the morning? You're better to focus in the evening. Everyone's different and everyone has different needs. So what my point is, with the Pomodoro technique, as with any technique, you need to experiment and decide what works for you. If you want to work in 5-minute stints initially, and then take 10 minutes off, or if some people are fine doing an hour of work and then taking maybe 25 minutes off. Again, there's no set rules to it. It's something you need to play with and work. And yeah, really shouldn't have had that coffee. And decide what works for you. So I've got 15 minutes left of this session at the moment, which is my work session. This is primarily body doubling. I know I'm talking, and I won't. I'm going to get back on with the work. So Right, I'm just going to I can get over with that. What do you want to call it? and the alarm's gone off. So you can use your smartphone. That's an Android phone, fairly cheap as well. That's one technique. As I said, now, because I keep things simple, but it may not, what I do may not work for you, is I'm going to, restart it. So, here we go again. But it's break time now, because I've just done 25 minutes of work. Sometimes I'll get a bit distracted, but that's okay. As soon as I realised, I went back to carry on with work. So now it's break time, so I can chill out. I'm going to see what's on the phone. Obviously, what you look at can have a big effect on you. So I'm going to try and avoid looking at X. I mean, you may love X, but I'm going to check my emails and chill. I don't know what I was going to say then. What's this? Job offer. What's this? So I phoned up this call. Coming alarm. Yeah, I'm just looking through my notifications, and upcoming alarm is something else I use my smartphone for. Setting. So if I'm not working and I'm not using the Pomodoro technique, I've still got alarms set at various times throughout the day, just to remind me to stop what I'm doing. Well, the main thing is to go out and get some fresh air for a few minutes, which usually involves, for me, standing in the garden. It's just a extra reminder, as well as having the 25-minute breaks and 25-minute work periods. Just having that extra notification. It's useful at the weekend because I may not be working at the weekend. I may not be using the Pomodoro technique. So if I've got these various, I think it's 4 alarms during the day that just go off and make you think, oh yeah, take a break, go outside, do something different for a few minutes. It's been proved that going outside, especially in nature, is good for you. Reduces cortisol and generally makes you feel good. So that's something I've started doing recently. Works for me, may not work for you. Again, I'm just generalizing because I'm not actually working with you one-to-one. If you're watching, well, you are watching this because you will know I'm talking. So that's something else to do. But so now is my 25-minute break period. Apologies if you can hear something that sounds like a lawnmower. I don't know what's going on outside. They seem to be doing something to the roof across the road. Seems to be a lot of scraping. I don't know quite why they're scraping the roof. Obviously, the owner wants the roof looking like new, I suppose. They look nice. It's an old house. It's blended in, but they're making it, rather than cleaning it off or something. But that's what the noise is, anyhow. What's this? Right. You can see my break is still got 9 minutes left. I think I'm going to end this excuse me, this body doubling session. Hope you've enjoyed it. I don't know who's watching at the moment. That's okay, because this is going to be on YouTube. So anytime you come across a video, on the play it, you've got just over 1 hour 16. A bit of me talking, but not a lot. I'm Craig. Well, I've got 2 jobs actually, but one of them is I work as a study skills mentor and also a specialist. Oh, I call that muddled up, haven't I? I work as a study skills tutor and a specialist mentor. That's what I meant to say. So it's 2 different roles. I'm working with students that are receiving disabled student allowance from the UK government. So these are students that are at university, and I support them. The idea is to, I really shouldn't have drunk that extra coffee. I can't even speak now. The idea behind it is to support, to enable achievement and overcome barriers. That's what I'm trying to say. That may, because obviously people have individual needs, and my job is to work with them, identify any potential barriers or issues that are making it harder to achieve at university, and then work out strategies together with the student to of how we're going to not overcome them, but make university life easier. That's the gist of what I do. I do other things as well, involving telecommunications, but that's a totally different area, and that's why I've set up this YouTube channel rather than using my other YouTube channel, because it's going to get very confusing. You're going to think, why is that guy talking about body doubling and the Pomodoro technique and specialist mentoring and study skills for neurodivergent students or students with disabilities that are receiving disabled student allowance? So why is this guy suddenly talking about radio repeaters or three-phase induction motors? I've got two channels. Just hopefully that's not confusing. So this channel is focused on the study skills and the specialist mentoring. The other channel is a tech channel. I think I've called it a technology channel. It's quite wide ranging. There's a bit of talk about AI in there, a bit of computing, a bit of electrical. And wireless telecommunications. I knew there was something I missed out. So I've got two channels. I hope that makes sense in case you think, I've heard this guy before. Because my other channels, I mean, it's not, I'm no great influencer. I haven't got lots and lots of followers, but my other channel has at the moment got more than this one. I think this one's got about 1 follower because it hasn't been up very long. So yeah, I am the same. I am that other guy. Two channels, two roles. Hope that makes sense. Right, thanks for working with me, and I hope this has been useful. This is Craig. See you again.